I learned a lot about Jordan Belfort and his leadership characteristics throughout this project. However, the most interesting thing that I learned was what he actually did wrong to get in trouble. I knew that he manipulated the stock market, but really learning about his infamous pump and dump scheme was very interesting.
I learned a lot throughout this project, but the most interesting thing to me was how a business leader can evolve. From starting his own business out of high school, to working for a few private investment firms, to using the knowledge and business strategy to eventually start his own company. This taught me that every business leader has a different story and different experiences that contributed to their respective business.
Even though he was able to live luxuriously for a while, Jordan's illegal activities eventually broke up his relationships with both his employees and his family. The success he had at Stratton Oakmont cost him the things that were most important in the long run.
The way Jordan Belfort transformed as a person is the most interesting thing I learned throughout this project. From selling Italian ice to starting a multi-million-dollar company to ending up broke, Jordan now travels around the world giving speeches about business ethics, which is completely contradictory to the way he ran his own company.
I would like to be a very different type of leader than Jordan was. While I would like to use his enthusiasm and ambition for his work, I would also like to include others in my business decision-making process in a more democratic fashion. I would strive to fall under the team management portion of the leadership grid as to maximize the concern for the people within my business and the concern for results.
I enjoyed Jordan's leadership style early on in his career more so than later on in life. I would say I want to become a leader with a democratic style of leadership because I love collaborating with people and seeing teams grow and learn from one another. This also allows for more diversity, which I've learned to be a vital element in successful organizations. I also strive for having respect from people, especially from future employees, and this allows for that as well.
While Jordan's employees were all fond of him, I would rather be a leader who has these relationships with his employees while still using sound ethical practices and having a respectable organization that makes money in a socially responsible way.
I would not be the type of leader that Belfort was during his time at Stratton Oakmont. It is clear that his unethical behavior ruined everything he had going for him. I would like to be a leader who has control over their business in an ethical manner to help myself and those around me to become better people.
As a group, we decided that it's pretty obvious that we would conduct business in a very different way than Jordan did.
After considering the consequences of his pump and dump scheme, we thought it'd be more beneficial to conduct business legally rather than take the risks that he did.
The decisions he made ruined both his career and his relationships and left him over $100 million in debt.
Business leaders should look at Jordan's life as a cautionary tale of how money can get in the way of ethical business behavior.
These positive and negative consequences created a task.
I was never my best behavior as a leader, but
wasn't little to no risk aversion. This is because
You're all stressed out like this. I was like, that looks comfy. Got the club going
just
up.
stand still for 5 seconds, dude. Get behind that wall. I'm so distracted by your chili right now.